This conference will now be recorded.
So now recording is also going on.
Yeah.
Okay, only just try to Google it. What is net detection and net reversal, because which is not covered in that recording. Okay, just do it. And now let me just open this ASA, then this ASA, then this version, BPC4 and BPC5. So I'll start configuration from this router. Okay, but I need to configure the, so on this on this firewall outside I will use 151.7.250. On this interface I will use 151.7.100. Here I will use 161.7.100. Here 250. Okay, I'll go with some kind of symmetry. Still this iOS is on a booting state. Let me also configure these are, so these are the like BPC, these are the just machines from which we can use for ping. Okay, if config, I'm not sure how to configure as well them. 10.10.10. Give 100 if it will work. Okay, this is the command to configure the IP address on this machine. Okay, so just give here IP, then IP address, and by default will take a net mask of /24. Okay, and let's see if I'll have anything else. And you can also use here question mark. Okay, this is the actual command, IP address, then mask, then gateway. So what I can do, let me try to set in this way: 255.255.255.0 and 10.10.10.250. So this will set IP address, mask, and default gateway. Just save the config. So we have configured this machine with the IP address 10.10.100. Okay. In this interface, I will configure 10.10.10.250. Let me also change this one IP, then 20.20.20.100, 255.255.255.0, and gateway is 20.20.20.250. Now save the changes. Now let me just go into this router. So right now what I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to build the network. Okay, but maybe when you are working in a production environment, you don't need to build that infra. That infra is already running, only you need to start your VPN configuration. And also on single firewall you can configure multiple VPN tunnels with multiple devices. Okay, I'll just give host name ISP router. Okay, and what I need to do here, interface fast Ethernet 0/0. So let me see what is the interface. It's a gig 0/0, not fast. Gig 0/0, no shutdown, and IP address is 150.1.7.100 255.255.255.0. So one interface is ready. Let me now configure the other one. Gig 0/1, no shutdown. IP address is 161.7.100.255.255.255.0. So we have done with the config on this router. Now let me start on ASA1. On ASA1, what I need to configure first. Let me just change the host name. I'll give the name ASA head office. Okay, some descriptive name. I'll configure this interface. Name if outside. Security level is 0. And IP address is 150.1.7.250.255.255.0. I'll configure other interface which is gig 0/1. Name if is inside. Security level 100. And IP address is 10.10.10.250.255.255.255.0. And let me add one default route with pointing towards the outside interface. And my next hop is my ISP router IP, which is 151.7.100. Let me try to ping this inside BPC4 IP address, which is 10.10.10.100. So ping is not working. Okay. Let me try to ping other end 151.7.100. I can able to ping this segment, but I'm not able to ping this one. So what I can do, let me go to into this machine. Ping 10.10.10.250. Host is unreachable. Okay. So this is the command show IP or what I can do. Okay, IP is configured correctly. So interface IP brief. Let me just check the interface status. Okay, this interface is administratively down. Means LAN protocol looks down. What I can do, interface gig 0/1, and I will run here no shutdown and write memory. So interface IP brief. Still this interface is down. Okay. So why it is down? Maybe there's just some issue with this machine. Okay. What I can do, let me just stop this firewall. Okay. And let me just stop this one. I will use some other machine. Maybe these BPC have some issues. I have seen on GNS3 when we connect these hosts, they will have issue. We need to introduce one more hub kind of device. Okay. Maybe that's why. So what I can do here, let me add one more node. And what I can use here, let me use a router as well in insights. Okay, we can do that. So this one is my router for my inside network, or not router. Let me add switch here, because generally we will have a core switch, right? So let me type here core switch. I want two core switches, and I use these BPC machine because the thing is they are a very small machines. Okay, they don't require much size and or much RAM to run, so that's why I have used. But let's use these two switches, okay, as a inside host. Connect them, connect this one as well, and power on. I have shared the yesterday recording, okay, so at least try to go through with that one once. Let me just get the console of this one, get the console of this one, get the console for this and this as well. Switch 4 and switch 6. Okay, so I'll go into switch 4. So I have to wait. And also I recommend you guys, if you are practicing your switching labs, try to use this VIOS, because this switch supports almost all the features, and you will get a feel like you are working on a physical device. Okay, it supports all kind of protocols. It's not have any kind of limitations. There is a limitation it has with the authentication and all, but that's a different story. For your switching labs, these are the like very nice switches. So I'll just let me just quickly configure this switch. Host name, I will give like core switch, head office, interface, click 0/0, no switchboard, IP addresses 10 dot 10 dot 10 dot 100 255 255 255.0. Exit. I will add one default route pointing towards my inside ASA, inside interface. 10 dot 10 dot 10 dot 250. Right, ma'am. Okay, I have saved the configuration. This time if I'll go into my ASA, if I'll ping 10 dot 10 dot 10 dot 100, ping will work. See, I'm able to ping, which means now by doing this I have set up my this part, and my this part is also I have set up, right? Now let me just start configuring ASA2, then this switch. Then I will start the VPN. So host name, I'll give this one ASA as a like branch of his one. Interface gig 0/0. Name if is outside. Security level is 0, and IP address is 161.7.250. Then net marks 2/24. Exit. Then I'll configure my inside interface. No shutdown. Name of inside security level 100, and IP address is, here we are using 20 series, so 20.20.250. Okay, now let me add one default route point which is pointing towards my ISP router. So route outside 00. I can even put 0.0.0.0, then 0.0.0. Or either I will use these 00, then next hop which is 161.7.100. Let me save my config, and also let me do the ping 161.7.100. No routes, so interface IP brief. Let me see. So this interface is also in down state, and so let me check on this router what is the status here. I'll go to into this router. So IP interface brief, both interfacing up at this end. Okay, so then why it is down? Conf interface gig 0/0. No shutdown. So interface IP brief. Now it is in up state. Okay. Sometime there is issue with the line protocol negotiation. Okay. See, I can able to reach till this router. So this part is also ready. I have a connectivity with this router, right? And let me also try to ping 151.7.250, this particular this IP address of ASA1 from my ASA2. So what I will do, let me check 151.7.250. See, I am able to ping this ASA2, which means I have a reachability between both of these devices, right? Now what I can do, let me also configure this switch 6, which is my branch of his core switch. I give the name like host name, core switch, branch of his 01. Interface, which is gig 0/0. First I need to change this port as a routing port, so I'll run this no switch port, then I'll configure IP address here, which is 20.20.20.100 255.255.255.0. Okay, and now we'll run no shutdown. Exit out. I will add one default route, IP route 0.0.0, and IP address of my firewall. Write memory. And let me just ping 20.20.20.250. I can able to ping or not. Sorry, I've entered at 200. Let me just try to check the connect key from here. 20.20.20.100. See, reachability is there, which means now I have a reachability over there now, which means now my infra is ready. Okay, now I want to configure the VPN. Okay, so if I'll go to into ASA, and let me start the VPN configuration. Okay, so on ASA you will get there is a one command VPN setup. Okay, this command will tell you all the steps which you need to perform for configuring the VPN. Okay, so if I have run in config global config mode VPN setup, I have pressed the question mark here and I'll go what kind of VPN you wanna configure. I want site to site VPN. Okay, so VPN setup, then site to site VPN. What are the steps? What you want? So I'm looking for the steps. Enter. So these are the steps, guys. What I will do, let me just copy all the steps, okay, on notepad. So first of all, what we need to do, we need to configure our interfaces, right? This part has been done already. Okay, so so what I can do, let me just, so first part is done. Now we need to configure the ISACM policies. So as to configure ISACM policies is crypto ISACM policy 10, then authentication method, encryption method, and hashing method. And we also need to define Diffie-Hellman group and the lifetime. Okay, so now let me start from here. So first we need to do, these are the phase one policies. Okay, so maybe right now the thing is this ISACM, when we configure that VPN stuffs, when this VPN is introduced on the firewall, they we need to configure the ISACM policies. But nowadays we are running 9.6 operating system, right? And ISACM was there on 8.4. Nowadays in place of ISACM we need to use IKE version 1, because initially there was only IKE version 1, so we can go with the ISACM. But nowadays there are two versions, IKE version 1 and IKE version 2. So we need to use IKE version 1, that term, in place of ISACamp. Okay. So what I can do, let me just configure my phase 1 policies. Okay. So let me decrease the size. I will do the configuration on both the firewalls. Okay. One by one. So what is my phase 1 policy? I will use this command crypto, and you can press the question mark. ISACamp is there, but we will use here IKE version 1, just remember. Okay, if I can use ISACM, I can do that. See, I'm not getting all the options here in case of ISACM. Okay, like authentication and encryption. So that's why they have removed, like Cisco have removed that thing. ISACM, then script to IKE version 1, then we can use here policy. This is the number, like here we are using 10, right? But this is the number policy suits, so we can use any number. So what I can do, let me add here 20 or 100. Crypto I version 1 policy number 100, then I press the question, means I need to run. Now if I press the question mark, these are the options which I am having. Authentication. So what I will go into authentication. What kind of methods? You can use either pre-shared key or RSA signature. So for if you are using RSA signature, in that case you need a certificate from some trusted authorities. But I'm going with pre-shared key. Done. So I have set the authentication method. Now I need to set the encryption method. Encryption. Which encryption method you wanna use? There is AES, then A is 192, A is 256 dash 3 dash. I'm just going with dash. Generally nowadays people use AES because AES is a secure one or the latest one. Okay. I'm going with dash here, 3 dash. Then we need to define we have defined authentication, encryption. Then we need to define hash value. Which hashing method we wanna use? So I will use here show. Then we are having group. Tappy element group. Which group? So generally people use group 2 and lifetime. If you will not define the lifetime, it will take 24 hours by default. 86400. This is the so this value is in seconds. Okay, means it's a 24 hours. Okay, I have done. So run crypto. If I run this command, if I'll check, see my policy is ready. I am using authentication pre-share, encryption 3 days, hashing show, group 2, lifetime this. Okay, you can also put multiple policy. Let me also add here 201. I will use here authentication pre-share, encryption. Let me use this time AES. Hash, let me use show. MD5 people will not use. Okay, let me use a group 5 and let me use lifetime which is 86400. So crypto IC version 1 policy. So what you can here use, so run crypto. So now we are having these two policies. Okay, these are the phase 1 policy, just remember. So the thing is, what you need to do in other firewall, you just copy them. And let me also go down bottom, and here I will write these steps, okay, for you. So when you will configure, try to follow. So step 01. I am writing the step for one firewall, just remember, okay. And what you need to do in second firewall, you don't need to do anything, just copy, go to into second firewall and just paste. You are done. But the thing is, before pasting these policies, just try to at least run the one command. That's so crypto. So run crypto IC version 1. Just try to run that command once to see if there is any other existing policy with the same policy number, right? If there is a one existing policy which are also having same policy number, but maybe these authentication, encryption, these methods are different, right? At that time, you will match with your existing policies, right? So while you are doing copy and paste, just try to check if same kind of configuration is available on the firewall or not. Okay, now so we have done with this step. Now configure the transform set. These are the this is your phase 2 policies. Okay, So what I will configure crypto IPSec transform set. So let me press the question I version because see they have changed some commands, so that's why I version 1 then define transform set. I use the trans, so I will use T set 01 transform set first transform set. Okay, then I need to define which method I wanna use for encrypting a phase 2. So I will use ESP AES, then ESP SA HMAC. Done. What do you need to do? Just copy the same thing, go to into other firewall, just create it. But when you will run that one, just try to see if there is any existing transform set is there or not with the same details. Okay, go to into notepad. Let me just type step 2. Step 03. Now what is the step 03 here? We need to define the access list. So this is the access list. This ACL is also known as a crypto ACL. Okay, so when we create our crypto ACL, okay, so the thing is on that ACL, what we need to, let's suppose I want to create a ACL on this firewall for VPN travel, then I will write like access list, give the name for this one like VPN 01, like this. This is the name of the ACL. Then on my local host, I will give my local subnet, which is 10.10.10.0/24, and remote subnet is this is my remote subnet. And I will define like which IP protocol I want to allow all the traffic. Okay, XL VPN permit IP from this to this kind of ACL I will create on this one. But in other file, what I need to do, I will just create same ACL, only I will exchange these routes. So this is the local subnet in perspective ASA1. This is the remote subnet. And this must be same on both the devices. Whenever we write these ACLs, this value should match. This is also this ACL called like people called crypto ACL. People also call proxy IDs. Okay, so just don't confuse with the names. Both are the similar thing. Okay. When we talk about the for ACL as per this subnet, this become your local subnet. This become your remote subnet. So the thing is, whatever ACL you are using on ASA1, when you write the ACL for ASA2, this ACL is just a mirror image. Okay, just remember. So let me just do that right away. Access list VPN 01. Okay, so let's take a number here 10, VPN 10. Okay, then permit IP, local traffic is 10.10.0, and remote traffic is 20.20.20.0, 255.255.255.0. So I'll copy this entire ACL. I'll go to into my notepad. I'll type okay. And what is the ACL I need to type on other one? What I will do? Only I need to just copy this value. I will just put this here. This is the ACL for other firewall. A, a access layer VPN permit IP 2020 this to 10.10.0. It's just a mirror image. Copy. Go to into secondary firewall. Done. Now let me just write the step 4. These are the step for ASA 1. Okay, and I'll what I can do. Let me just do one more thing. I'll copy and I will also write here steps for ASA 2. Okay, so at least you will not get confused while you are doing your thing. Now let me go to into step 04. So as in step 04, what we need to do, if you go there, we have configured this one, then this one, then this one. Now we need to create tunnel group. Okay, let's see. So I'll go to into first ASA 1 and let me just open ASA 2 as well. I'll just go here, tunnel group, press the question mark. So you need to, when it will ask for the word, here you need to type the public IP address of this firewall, which is, so interface IP brief, which is the 161.7.250, means you are using this IP, right? So you have to use that IP. Just remember, type. You will see these three options. So here you need to use it IPSec L2L, means LAN to LAN, which is a site to site. Enter. Now just to go like this, press the question mark. You have to go to inside the IPSec attributes and you press the question mark. Here you will get IC version 1. Then define the preset key. Preset key I am using here Cisco 123. Exit. So history. So what command you have used? We have used these commands, right? Preset key is Cisco 123. This preset key should be same on both the device. Just remember. Okay. Now in other file, what you need to do, just copy the same thing. Go to into step 4. Change the IP address because IP address must be changed. 250, this one, and other things are similar. Just copy the entire data here. Go to into route ASA2 and just paste. So guys, you are getting the point here, right? How it's like configuration is very easy, right? How easy we are just configuring this thing. Now let me just write a step 5 here. See, the thing is, maybe you will find little bit difficult while you will do first time, second time, but because I'm doing these things regularly, so I'll become more familiar with this. So we have completed till this point, right? Now let me configure the crypto map. You don't need to do, you need to just follow the documentation and everything is available, right? You just hit that command VPN setup utility and it will give you the steps. Now what you need to do, just crypto map, give the name. Generally I will use always IMAP. Then you can define here number, like just use 10, or let me use here 100. But I always start from very lower value, because if you are configuring multiple VPN tunnels with multiple devices, because the thing is only you will able to create one crypto map, but you have you can only you need to define the different numbers for basically dividing or for configuring that tunnels. Okay, so crypto map IMAP, then the IMAP is just a name, then 10 match what address. So what is the name of our ACL, which is VPN? If you remember, our access list name is VPN hyphen 10. So whatever till now we have configured, we will basically call everything in my crypto map. After match, there is a one command which is set, and you have in set what you need to call. You need to define your peer IP address. Set, then peer. What is the IP address of your peer? So here we need to define the IP address of other end, which is 160.1.7.250. Then if you press the question mark, then what we need to do, you will see IKE version 1. Just use here IKE version 1. Then you have to define your transform set, which is tset. And what is the tset? 01. Okay. And if you see, I have configured this thing. Okay. And ACL. This thing you don't require reverse route. Don't, this is not a primary thing. You don't require it. You only call this one. Now, whatever we have configured, we need to call this crypto map in an interface. So crypto map, IMAP interface, we need to define here outside interface. Then we need to also enable crypto IKE version 1, enable on outside. So history, let me just copy this one, and I'll go to into this step 5. Okay, so these are the steps, guys, right? So this is for ASA1. Let me also create the step 5 for ASA2. Step 05. Address, I need to modify this peer IP address. This one, all details, other part are same. Go to into ASA2, copy and paste. Okay, and also I want to tell you one more thing. Maybe when you are configuring this VPN tunnel with the firewalls, okay, with the branch, or maybe this name is different, right? Maybe they are using some other name for outside interface. Okay, these kind of things you have to take care. Okay, because I'm using here same kind of name, so that's why I'm using this symmetry. Okay, so you have to, that time you have to modify your script as per the requirement. Okay, as per the naming. And also now there is also one more question. Let's suppose you want to configure this VPN tunnel between your one of your customer, right? So the thing is, now what information you will ask from the customer, right? You need to, you will ask what is the local traffic, what is the traffic for VPN, what are your phase 2 policies, what are your phase 1 policies, and what is your public IP address. These are the 4 information which we will ask from the customer, and after that we can configure the VPN. Okay, so now configuration of VPN is done. On both the firewalls we have configured the VPN tunnel. Let me save my config. And what I can do, if possible, I'll go to into this firewall. Let me just try to capture the traffic if it is possible. If my Wi-Fi will work, I just want to show you the exchange. End of file on magic. Okay, that is the issue which while I'm getting with my Wi-Fi. I'm not sure why. Okay, no problem. Let me try to start the Wi-Fi on this firewall. Gig 0 slash this interface if it will work. I'm missing some file, that's why I'm not able to run the Wireshark on my EVNG. That is the issue which I need to work on that one. No problem. What I will do, let me now initiate some traffic from this switch 4. So what I will do, so right now VPN is configured, but the thing if you see, so crypto IK version 1 SA, you will not see any phase 1 SA, and you are also not see any phase 2 SA. Because VPN tunnel is not, we have only configured but we have not initiated it. In Cisco devices, when we initiate a traffic, then only basically VPN tunnel got initiated. So what, let me just initiate some traffic from this switch 4. I'll just ping to switch 6. I'll go to into switch 4, enable it. Let me just hit a ping to 20.20.20. We can say 100 with a repeat count of 100. Let me send the 100 packet. See, ping is working. Means I am able to ping to this guy from this guy and via VPN. And if you see this time, see my phase 1 is up. This is the peer, other peer IP address, right? If I run this on so crypto ISA camp SA, you will get other details as the same details, right? So crypto IPSec SA. If you see right now, IPSec SA is also created, and you see how many packet encapsulated, 99. How many packet decapsulated, 99. And how many packet we have sent? We have sent 100 packets. If you see, there is a loss of one packet only, right? One packet has been lost because it basically took that time around some time to negotiate these phase 1 and phase 2 parameters, right? If this time if I'll send here 2,200 packets, this count now become 299, which means there is no drop, there is no single drop. This is the place where we will check if encapsulation happening or not happening, if there is any drops of packets or what's going on. All the details you will get here. So right now I'm able to ping from switch 4 to switch 6. If I'll go to into switch 6, On switching what, if I'll initiate a ping to switch 1 which is 10.10.10.100 with a repeat count of, let's suppose, 500. See, ping is also working from here. Means we are having connectivity over the, this is internet, right? So we are having connectivity between these two devices over the internet, and that traffic is going through the VPN tunnel, right? You will get these details here. See, 579. Same thing you will see on other ASA. So crypto, IPSec, ASA. Same packet counts. This is the local IP address, and these are your ACLs, right? All these details, all these parameters is negotiated. Like local identity, remote identity. So guys, any doubt or any questions do you have with the config part? So this is the like very minimal configuration of VPN, and by configuring this kind of VPN, we are able to send the traffic between these two peoples over the internet. Hello, guys, I'm audible? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So guys, any doubt or any questions on that? This is the VPN config, guys.
Can you share that notepad or, I
Yeah,
mean, is it possible to share that steps? I mean, it's in the
yeah,
video, but
I'll share them. I also,
or
you
you
can
can paste
also,
it in chat or something like
yeah,
that.
I'm just pasting on a chat, okay?
Yeah.
So just guys try to practice that thing, because configuration of VPN is very easy, okay? Just try to configure it between two ASA firewall. These are the steps. Try to Google it, okay? You will get some other information as well. Let me, I think everything is not copied. Let me share them once again.
Yeah. Just the essay one is copied.
1 minute. Control A, Control V. This is ASA2. This is ASA1. Yeah, here we go. Okay, guys, then so while this, we have completed the lab and discussion on VPN as well. And what I let me also save these steps. Where is that Intelli class? Okay, VPN steps. Okay, then if you don't have any class, then there is also there is one more class left. So we will complete that class tomorrow on Palo Alto Firewall, and after that we will basically about to complete your classes. We are just completed your this batch. If you guys have any concern or any issue, anything, any questions or anything, then you guys probably discuss with me. Else we are good to close. And also guys, I just want to tell you one more thing. I'm starting new batches on cloud technologies, okay? These are the completely free trainings, so I will broadcast you the details. So I think all of you guys are on that group, right? There is a one Intelli network engineers group, right?
Yes, we are in that group. Yes.
Okay, so I will I will speak with Santosh and I will broadcast the invites over there. So probably you can join these classes, okay,
Okay.
where you will get a idea on AWS and Azure cloud.
Okay.
It's a very nice training. I will cover all the things on these two technologies.
Okay, Hemendra, that would be great.
Yeah, so maybe I will start these classes after 1 month. I am still working on the schedule part.
Okay.
So let's see.
Hemendra,
Or
so today
maybe
is
I
the
will
last
take.
class, correct?
No, there is also one more class left on Palo
Okay.
Alto.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you guys just join just at to like tomorrow class, and after what I will do, maybe I am one of my Palo Alto batch is running nowadays, and I
Okay.
am just taking the recording for that batch where I have basically explained Palo Alto in very in depth. I
Okay.
am going with the CLI, I'm going with the packet level and all over there. I will share
Okay.
these recordings while after the completion of that batch. So
Okay.
maybe 6 or 7 classes still pending over there.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys just try to follow these ones. These are the very nice videos where I have
Mm-hmm.
completed, like I have explained all the features of Palo Alto.
Okay.
Yep.
And Hemendra, uh,
Mhm.
uh, can you like we are migrating from Checkpoint to Palo Alto? Probably I need some help, so I will contact you maybe like in couple of days maybe.
Okay, no problem. You can contact
You
me.
can share me your
I
experience.
can tell, I can able to tell you the is how you can do the planning and all, because
Yes.
I have not done any migration from Checkpoint to Palo Alto, right? So
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
not sure like how it behaves with the expedition tool, but I
Okay.
definitely tell you about the steps and all, like what are the prerequisite, what are how you can plan, how many phases you need for that. These kind of
Yes.
things I can tell you in the
Yes.
planning and designing part. Yeah.
Yes. Whatever you can share, that would be, I would be very grateful and will be like very helpful. If you can like also teach me, and I think it will also like you will get some experience in migration from Checkpoint as well. If you did not do it yet.
Yeah, I can do that, but right now I'm not getting that much time. I'm running
Okay.
3 batches after I have office and all. So, but let's
Okay.
see if I'll get the time. Definitely, I will connect with you over the weekends, and we can
Yes.
probably discuss these
Yes.
things.
Yes. That would be very great, and I would be like very helpful. Method.
Okay, definitely, definitely. Okay, guys, then take care and just try to do your labs on VPN. I will share the recording in 1 hour.
Okay, Hemendra. Thank you so much,
Okay,
and you have a
thank you, guys.
great
Yeah,
day ahead.
bye bye.
Bye.